when I was young, I learnt yoga from a great yogi, Yogi Yogananda Puri, very great yogi. He used to teach me yoga in the temple, in the Arunachaleshwara temple, my native place. It's the largest Shiva temple, 25-acre granite construction, 25-acre built-up area in granite. Still, in India, there are thousands of cities. The temple will be the center of the city, and that will be the largest structure of the city. When he used to teach yoga to me, he will make me climb all the pillars. From morning till evening, all the temple stone pillars I have to climb up and down, up and down, up and down. After I grew up, when I started reading the yoga literatures, suddenly I found out this is not yoga. I asked him, why did you make me do that? Because when I was doing, I was really thinking it is yoga. And now I don't see in any book any reference that it's yoga. He just laughed and said, what needs to be achieved through yoga, did you achieve through that practice? I said, yes, that I achieved, no doubt. Then it is yoga, relax. He gave me one important key, click. That is the key based on which I have designed the whole Nitya Yoga. The key is, with any intention you move your body, that intention will become part of your bio-memory and it will express itself in your life. With any intention you move your body, that intention will become part of your bio-memory and that will become reality in your life. He showed me just by the intensity, you can play with any energy, any energy. I have seen, you will take a stone, keep it in the hand, create a sound intensely through his tongue, as if he is hitting the stone with a hammer. Just the sound, the stone will go to pieces. The power of intensity. Intensity. He will create a sound as if he is throwing a stone. The fruits will fall from the tree. Intensity. With any intention, if you move your body, that intention will get recorded in your system and will become reality in your life. So be very clear. When you are working, running your life, if you have the intention, it is going to bring only suffering and disturbance and dissatisfaction. You will be attracting that in your life. So having positive intentions and moving your body is yoga. Any movement is okay. Any movement is okay. If the intensity becomes your bio-memory, suddenly you know you are in heaven. You are living enlightenment. You are radiating Jivan Mukti. Patanjali says very beautifully, intensity is the essence. Please understand. Intensity is the difference between religion and spirituality. Without intensity, even meditation will be a ritual. I have seen many people meditating all over the world. Now I know by conducting classes all over the world, how different culture, different country people sit and sleep. Everywhere I am seeing, everywhere I am seeing how people sit and sleep, how they miss the words, how they sit and sleep. Without intensity, even your meditation will be a ritual. With intensity, even your ordinary activity like walking, talking, eating, sitting will be meditation. It will radiate. With intensity, you will attract that same kind of people around you. The same kind of people you will attract around you. You will feel connected to them. You can see many times people come and tell me, Swamiji, 4 years before I started my spiritual journey, I feel of late the whole world, everywhere spiritual awakening is happening. No. Actually, when you start journey, suddenly you will see in your life, you will start attracting spiritual people, spiritual ideas, spiritual magazines, spiritual websites. All those things will automatically start coming in your life. You will see people giving you that kind of gifts, that kind of books. You will start feeling connected to those things. World is not becoming spiritual. Your world is becoming spiritual. So with intensity, you will attract right people around you and you will feel connected to right people. Without intensity, even if right people happen around you, you will miss. I know thousands missed me. I know thousands lost me. Without intensity, even if I happen in your life, I'll just become memory. I'll only be vacation happened in your life, not life itself. With intensity, even if you have not had me physically in your life, you will be living with me. You will be living with me. Without intensity, even if it happened in your life physically, you miss. You will miss. It will be just lost. Intensity is the ultimate truth. Today morning in the press meet, one journalist asked me, what's the difference between religion and spirituality, Swami? If it is taught to you by somebody, anything it may be, it's religion. If you discovered the truth of it by applying it in your life, it is spirituality. It is spirituality. Till you discover, it is religion. Only when you discovered it, it is spirituality. Intensity is the key for discovering it. That is the key for discovering it. Let's enter into the sutra, Patanjali Sutra. The 20th sutra, the sutra which I was commenting in the last discourse. I want to continue. And then today's sutra, I'll expound. Shraddha Virya Smriti Samadhi Prajna Purvaka Itaresham. Patanjali explains the science of Samadhi, science of enlightenment. Let me give you the translation. Shraddha Virya Smriti Samadhi Prajna Purvaka Itaresham. The path of highest Samadhi is attained by people by faith in the path, energy directed on the path, repeatedly bringing to awareness, concentration and discrimination. In the last discourse, I have spoken on Shraddha and Virya, means the faith in the path, energy directed on the path. Now, I will speak on the other three things, 5 quality. Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, Prajna. Shraddha means faith, feeling connected to the spiritual ideas. Second, Virya means intensity, energy directed on the path. Third, Smriti, bringing your awareness again and again back to the spiritual path. The third idea, Smriti. This is what I wanted you to understand first. Please understand. Bringing the truth again and again back to your life. Bringing the remembrance again and again back to your life. See, when you are in depression, if somebody comes and talks to you and gives you the right idea, right click to come out of the depression, what great service that person is doing to you. Or if you yourself are able to do that service to you, how great your life will be. The ability to do that service to yourself is what I call Smriti. Remembering the great truths, in the life again and again, and elevating yourself to live the intense spiritual life, to experience the truth, is what I call Smriti. See, in our life, at some time, all of us experience some strong truths as a click, as an experience. Suddenly, some truths will click with you. Either when you are fighting with your spouse, or fighting with your boss, or sitting depressed, or some time in your life when you lose money, or when you are some parts of your life, these great truths will click. You will have those great truths as experience. The big problem is you don't remember the same truths with that same clarity. If the same problem comes back again, that is where the problem starts. If you can bring those same truths back to your being, when those same problems come again, you will be living enlightenment. I always tell people, every day spend at least half an hour with some spiritual literature. People ask me, why, what is it going to do something? I have read all these books already. No, relax. You might have read, that does not mean you remember. Read, reread, reread, reread. Assimilate these ideas again and again. You will see. Whenever you go through a low mood, you remember these great ideas, you will start living them. Smriti means remembering your true self again and again. I can say, remembering to unclutch again and again is what Patanjali calls Smriti. Whatever may be the complication, remember to unclutch. Remember to unclutch. Remember to unclutch. Maybe after 2-3 days you will forget. You will be caught and you will be suffering. Suddenly remember, no, let me unclutch. Whenever you remember, come back. Come back to the center. Come back to the peace. Unclutch. You will see. The constant remembrance is so powerful, so strong. That is the ultimate technique. All the rituals, spiritual literature, temples, everything is created. Everything is created just for this one idea, smriti, remembrance. All over the world, so much of wealth is put, invested in spiritual books, in spiritual infrastructures, so many spiritual things. Just one reason. You need to be reminded. You need to remember. That's all. You need to remember the truth. That's all. Nothing else. I am building temples all over the world. Just today morning one journalist asked me, Swamiji, all over the world you are building temples, organizations, ashrams, monasteries. Why? He told one word. Just to remind people about these great truths. That's all. Nothing else. Soon, in few days, in San Jose, you may have a temple. It's just for reminding you the truth. Reminding you the truth. Smriti. When temples don't remind you the spiritual truths, they are not useful. When books don't remind the spiritual truths to you, they are not useful. When your life don't remind the spiritual truths to you, it is not worth living. Remembering the spiritual truths again and again and again is the essence. Please understand, Patanjali says, just by remembering you can fall into samadhi. He is not giving this as a morality or inspiration. No. He says this is a science of samadhi. Ramakrishna says, the moment I see some villager from Chaitanya's village, I fall into samadhi. Just remembering that person, his village is Chaitanya's place, and the village remains Chaitanya, and Chaitanya remains Krishna, Krishna remains the enlightened consciousness, and he is already in samadhi. The right remembrance can straight away transport you to samadhi. The wrong remembrance can immediately put you in depression. This word all of you can understand, because it's your experience. A wrong word can put you in samadhi immediately. The right remembrance. Wrong words can put you into depression immediately. The right remembrance can put you into samadhi immediately. For right remembrance only, smriti only, the satsangs, temples, rituals, everything is created. See, rituals are nothing but every day reminding your godliness. Before doing any ritual, the first mantra is called Manasa Puja, remembering your soul as God and worshipping that. Only then you worship that same consciousness in the deity. It means what? The puja is nothing but remembering the great truths. Smriti. If you have remembrance, you don't need anything from the outer world. If all these outer world things do not remind you, then they have no use. Then they have no use. Smriti, the mala, bracelet, everything is just for remembrance. Smriti, nothing else. It's not for any other reason, just reminding you. Whenever you see them, you remember these great truths. This mala, bracelet and all is to help you not to forget the truth. But sometimes people forget that itself. Reminding the truth, smriti.